to a river. So we will see the river in more detail after this church. I just wanted to share this church with you. So even though this church is ever so small, this is the Santa Maria della Spina. Even though it's small, it is considered one of the most beautiful in Pisa. Look at this ornate marble design. Can you imagine? We're on the left-hand side of the Arno River here. Wow. And this was originally built in the 13th century, and it's got all these Gothic details on it. You can see the rose windows. You can see the stone detail all around the arches here, and I guess they're not even arches; they're more like triangles, aren't they? And then, of course, there is Mary and Jesus in the very middle. And yes, the doors too are not too shabby. I will zoom in on those in just a second. But look at all of this. I can't believe this is 800 years old. I mean, when we think of, in the States, I'm from the States, right? So when I think of something that is old, I think of something that's maybe from the early 1900s. This is from a good 700 years before that. Or no, I guess 600 years, because we're talking about the 1200s, but oh, still so beautiful. And then here, of course, are the doors. And then as we get closer to the doors, you can see the detail on the doors. And then if you look at the picture that I sent out just a minute ago of the inside, you'll see that it's actually not as intricate as the outside is. But I just love the little shell here. It reminds me, for those of you who came with me to Santiago, let's go vertical. It reminds me of the shells that we would see on the Camino de Santiago for in northern Spain. So we'd always see this scallop shell everywhere. Let's go back. Beautiful. All right, so we're just going to walk around it, and then we can start walking the holy water fountain outside. Yes, isn't that neat? And I have to say, it has rained quite a bit, so it does seem to have a little bit of water in it, which is cool. Ah, yes, the shells for St. James. Exactly. And look at this door. Isn't this amazing? I can back up a little bit. I will be able to stand on the street for just a second. I will warn you, but I do not want to get hit by a car / scooter / bike / motorcycle / horse-drawn carriage. So you will have to bear with me with our side views. All right. Waiting for a couple more cars to go by, and then I can give you a straight-on version. All right. Everybody ready? What? Get your screenshots very quickly now. Very quickly. All right. There seems to be traffic that has stopped, so that's good. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at the statues. Let's go back. Look at the statues up there. Oh my goodness. That is beautiful. Can y'all take some screenshots of those for me? Because I didn't see those last time. And so I don't have any pictures of those, but how beautiful. And then let me show you over here. So very beautiful. Welcome everyone. For those of you who are just tuning in now, we are in Pisa. This is my official last tour. All right, I'm going to get hit by a motorcycle. Got to go back. This is my official last tour of Pisa. Let me just turn around. Sorry if it's jolty. Yes, I had said that my last tour was the very last one, but alas, I walked by all these beautiful things and I thought, wait, I must share this. Yes, I am quite exhausted, but that's okay because this is my last day here, my last day in Italy, and of course my last tour of the day. So I told my husband, I can muster. I gotta share this with people. It's too pretty to not share. Oh, welcome everyone from St. Louis. Oh, how awesome. Yeah, do let me know where you're tuning in from today. And also let me know if you've ever been to Pisa before or even to anywhere in Italy because it's hard to pick a favorite in Italy. So, here is of course one of our main attractions for the tour, which is walking along the Arno. But also there is seeing what is next to the Arno as well, which look at these beautiful houses. Oh, I love this. Yes, river walks wherever they are, they're beautiful. Good evening from South Africa. Wow. What's your weather like out there, Tess? You said it's a little bit cold. For those of you who like dogs, here's a little doggy from West Virginia. Italian proposed to me in Pisa years ago. Oh, how cool. Carol and I love that. The villages in Florida, wow. And another one from Florida, fantastic. Isn't this picturesque? This woman standing by the bridge with her flowers. I love that. Oh, that's so beautiful. Carolyn, sort of. Oh, wow, Tess, it is quite cold out there, isn't it? I would love to visit South Africa. I think it's beautiful. I am crossing my fingers about the water situation, though. 82 here today, says Marlot. It is a little bit hotter here in Pisa, I have to say. It's about, today it was 94 in Fahrenheit, so what is that, 37 or 38 in Celsius? Woof. But yes, it's a bit much. But this is one of the more beautiful parts of the Arno because it does a little curve here. And then you can see across the street, if we go directly across, there is one of the lovely plazas. There we go. I can't remember who that statue is. I have a picture of him though, so I'll post it. But this is one of the beautiful plazas that you can find all over Italy and of course all over Pisa. But this runs through a really gorgeous section of the town. And actually, if you ever take the train, you will get a nice view of this river as you head out of town. And every time I've taken the train, because I've been going places every day. Every time I take the train, the whole group of tourists, whoever is on the train, takes a collective gasp as they see the beautiful river, which of course is worthy of said gasp. But yes, so the River Arno is one of the main waterways here in Italy. It's actually the second largest after the Tiber River, or the Tiber River. And I know we talked about this in my tour earlier, but what city do you think of when you think of the Arno? Just the first one that comes to your head, you go, the Arno in where? In Florence, exactly. Christine and Satya. Oh, hi everyone. So many familiar faces. Exactly. So that was my impression too. Oh yes, and thank you, Joe. Exactly. So when I think of the Arno River, I go, oh yeah, that river that goes through Florence. But of course, it does go through quite a few other cities as well. And I didn't even think about what a gorgeous view it would create here in Pisa as well. How nice. And then, oh, we're coming on some really pretty buildings here on the right. Let me show you. And there's actually another little church here too. I don't know what this church is, but we will take a look at it together. Oh, thank you for your donations. Greatly appreciated. Every little bit helps, as they say. Look at this building. Oh, thank you, Coral, for your donations. Wow. This is Gioco del Ponte, Quartiere di San Antonio. So actually, the Gioco del Ponte which means the game of the bridge, leads me to a little bit of a story. So we are coming up upon the Ponte di Mezzo, which is the most beautiful and prominent bridge here. It's about 180 feet long, or oh no, much longer than that. It's 90 meters. So what is that? 90 meters. I can't remember what that is in feet. Anyway, it was constructed in only 1948, so quite recently. But the beautiful, it's called White Verona or White Verona, White Verona stone all along the sides of it here. We're going to see it in just a second. But let me flip this and look at this. Doesn't this remind you of? It actually reminds me of London. There were so many houses that had this beautiful greenery all along it in London. And if you look in your very left part of the window, there's a lady just popping out her window. Isn't that cute? This is what my husband and I call Italian TV. They just sit out their window and watch. Okay, she's gone. I thought that was so cute. Oh yeah, my husband and I lived in this little teeny tiny town in England called Crowborough for about 6 months a few years ago, and it was so very beautiful. It was still it was 2 hours south of London, so it was still a bit of a challenge to get to London, unfortunately. Look at those doors. You all know I love doors. But yeah, it was still a challenge to get to London, but I would say it was worth it. It's very dark though. I did get a little sad during the evening times when the sun would set at 3:15. So we are and the doorknobs. Yes, absolutely, Joe. So we are coming along this beautiful church with the boat next to it. Oh, that is so cool. For those of you who came to Cinque Terre or Cinque Terre with me yesterday and on Thursday, you will know that these are called gozzi, Gozzi, and that is what the fishermen use to take out to fish in the mornings and then way late at night. But this here, before we talk about the Ponte di Mezzo, the bridge, this here is what they call the Blue Tower. The Blue Tower here. Isn't this beautiful? Show you this all the way up. So yeah, we are right on the River Arno. And this blue tower is excuse me, bus. This blue tower dates back to the 16th century, but parts of it also date back to the 11th century. So it has seen many influential families, and it was renovated in the 19th century. So it is currently a museum of art and culture, and there are 300 works that span 600 years. So quite the collection. Look at this. Oh, I love this. Can someone take a picture of this for me? I didn't see this either. Look at the stonework back here. Let me zoom in. Wow. And all the little street lamps too, with the ironwork. Oh, so cute. And then here, of course, is the gozzi. Okay. Church of Santa Cristina. Oh, thank you, Dorothy. You're right. It does say Santa Catarina. Oh, how cool. Look at that door, too. Let me zoom in. Do you see the outline of it right here? There's a little, it's where the people go in. So up here is where the like the big doors officially end, but the actual entrance is about halfway down. Isn't that interesting? There's no knob on it, so my guess is that it only opens from the inside. Very interesting. Okay, so we are just coming up on the Ponte di Mezzo now. So let me tell you about the Battle of the Bridge. This is a historic tradition here in Pisa, and we actually are just missing it. We would see it if we were here. Well, it's on the last Saturday of June. So let's see, was it this Saturday or would it be next Saturday? Oh, so it would have been this Saturday. Oh, and we were out of town. Where were we on Saturday? We were in Florence. Well, I'd say Florence is a pretty good place to be if we had to miss it. But this, again, is the Ponte di Mezzo. This is one of the bridges that crosses the Arno River. And all of the neighborhoods all around here are divided into two teams, which, so they're either called the Mezzogiorno or the Tramontana. The Mezzogiorno or the Tramontana, depending on whether they are south or north of the Arno. And the aim of the game is to conquer the side of the bridge that is occupied by the enemy. How dramatic. All right, and then, oh, do you see the kayaking down there? I'll zoom in just a sec. I'll stop and zoom in for us. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, and there's another set of kayakers here. Oh, how fun. Has anyone gone kayaking? I have never been, but I hear it is a great time. But yes, so the aim of the game is to basically conquer the side of the bridge that your enemy has. And it's basically you want to put your iron cart on that side of the bridge. Oh, okay, thanks, Tess. Thanks for coming. But they all dress up in these hilarious costumes. So let me show you all of the pictures I just posted. They dress up, and here is an old-timey picture of people doing the Battle of the Bridge. And again, in Italian, it is called Gioco del Ponte, Battle of the Bridge. So cool. So basically, the participating teams are they are united by what side of the bridge that they live on. And it's cool because there's a big parade that happens at around 8. And then at about 10, that's when the Battle of the Bridge begins. So that's when it gets really intense. And also, let me show you this this casual, amazing door here. And there are so many beautiful buildings here that this is one that I am not familiar with, but I would like to be. Look at how beautiful. Look at those windows. It does look like a church, but there's no cross, and it's also right next to a plaza. So we will see in just a second. It might have been an old church that has been turned into a castle of some sort. So let me show you the plaza that's next door. This is the bell tower of Pisa, or one of them, rather. The bell tower that isn't the Leaning Tower of Pisa. But like all uh, old things in Europe, they are under construction. Dorothy, Piazza. But Yes, you're right. Plaza is not an Italian word. Miss the door. Oh, here. Oh, no, I can't show you. But, oh, I can show you another one, though. I can show you another one that's really cool. Hello, everyone. For those of you who are just tuning in, we are in Pisa today. This is my third tour of the day in Pisa with all of you. This is the Comune di Pisa. Oh, very cool. And then let me just show you the beautiful mosaic here of Mary and Jesus. Palazzo Gambacorti. Palazzo Gambacorti. How beautiful. Here is the sign with the name on it, in case you wanted that as well. Look at the angel underneath the mosaic, but the tiles here are so beautiful. Let's get closer, because we can. Oh, wow. They're so shiny. It looks like this was made in 1954 by M. Rossi. Or Rosi, rather. Beautiful. And then here is a pretty view next to the river. You know, I'm not sure what Jesus is holding here. Any folks who are slightly more familiar with religious aspects, would you have any idea what he might be holding here? Isn't that beautiful? Oh my goodness. I hope not. An orb, that sounds more like it. He has the whole world in his hand. Oh, I like that. All right. So let's keep on moving here if we don't get hit by the cars, trucks, taxis, horses, bikes, all of the things that we have to look out for here. And you can see they blocked off the Ponte di Mezzo here so that they could prepare for um, the Gioco del Ponte. They've been putting things up all day, so I'm actually wondering if they're preparing for it this weekend. Like, I'm wondering if it was moved, because it does seem to be getting more things are appearing as I walk throughout the day. It is on the 29th. Oh, that is so helpful, Dorothy. Okay, so even though it's not on a Saturday, like everything says, this makes way more sense. Dorothy, you are so helpful. Oh. So yes, the origins of the game date back thousands of years, though. Even if it wasn't exactly the same game, as they say, the actual rules of the game were finally clear with actual directions just a few decades ago. So yeah, isn't this beautiful? And again, this is the Arno River, and you can see all of the pictures that I sent you guys for the festivities, which is oh so much fun. So yes, Pisa, which has actually been known as Pise, that was the very first name of it. Like in English, how we would say pies, P-I, well, I guess not pies the way that you eat, but P-I-S-E. Oh, but speaking of pies, the food type of pies, let me show you what I ate for snacks right before this tour. It's this big Marionberry strawberry pie. Oh, it was so good. And then also, right after my afternoon tour, someone had said, "Oh, look at that on that menu, wild boar." And I ended up getting that dish. So this is wild boar and polenta. It was so cute because the family who, yeah, sorry, my tours always involve food, and people always get so mad at me. They're like, I was not hungry, and now I am. So I'm a foodie, though, so I'm sorry. I have to share it with you. But yeah, it was cute though because the family who owned the restaurant, they're all family owned, right? The family who owned the restaurant, they all sat down for dinner at a table in their little outside courtyard area, right next to all the people who were eating. I thought that was so cute. It was this very old Italian lady, and then her son seems to be the owner, and his wife was the cook, or the my new hero who made me that delicious wild boar. Why is everything cute, Dorothy? Why would it not be cute? Um, yeah, it was a lot of fun though, and it was really interesting to see a family sit down and eat with all of their customers. So if Dorothy, if you don't call it cute, what do you call it? Well, yeah, I happen to enjoy it very much. And the son, who was maybe 17 or 18, he was my server. Actually, he was the server of the whole restaurant. And let me show you another little bell tower connected to this gorgeous church right here. I had so many descriptive words. Oh, okay. Excellent, Dorothy. Um, yeah, so here's another one of the beautiful churches right next to the Arno. There are over 22 churches in Pisa. This is a good one, though. Let's go vertical. It was very picturesque and charming, Joe. Thank you. Look at all the bricks. All right, let's go back. So yes, Pisa was first inhabited by the Ligurians, which makes sense because we are in Liguria, or by the Ligurian coast here. And as you can see, we have kept the name. Oh, can I look back to see the bridge from this side? Oh, great idea, Bev. Yeah. Let me just get past the we're sitting on. Let me show you. It's a little bit hard to see because the sun is right on it, but yes, still a beautiful view nonetheless. So Pisa became a Roman colony at around 180 BCE. And it did survive the collapse of the Roman Empire. Thank goodness, and then it became the main urban center of Tuscany. So we are so happy that it is still with us today. Let's keep walking here. Just want to show you one last view, and then I will bid you farewell. Thank you all so much for coming with me to Italy. This has been such a great time. I feel like I have 100 friends with me today. Oh, thank you so much for your tips. Yes, as you all know, this is a free tour, so it is free to enter, and then you are free to tip whatever you think the tour is worth. So whatever you got out of the tour, that is your donation. I hope you all had a wonderful time. And yes, someone earlier had asked, how do you afford to travel so much? So first of all, I am not a guide as a profession, although I am starting to be one now because everyone seems to like these tours so much. But I was trained as an opera singer, And oh, thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Joanne. Very kind. And I also am a German teacher as well. I teach little kids. I use a lot of music in my classes, so I still do a lot of singing. It has greatly helped throughout the other things that I do. And actually, I I've got about 750 followers at this point. And once we reach 1,000, then I will do a get to know me tour. So you can see my little apartment in Valencia. You can have a peek at our two little cats that are such troublemakers. Oh, thank you for your donations. Greatly appreciated. And you might be able to say hello to my husband, see my glasses collection. This is the view from my apartment on the third level of my little apartment in Valencia. It is very cute, Dorothy. Oh, but yes. So the way to travel, at least for me. So mind you, I am a budget traveler. I am not an Uber budget traveler. I'm not sleeping in sleeping bags on the floor with 15 roommates in a hostel. I always have my own room. I need a lock on the door, and I am often getting snacks and not eating out every single meal. I always bring a bag of cereal with me so that I always have breakfast, so that go to the I don't need to go out for breakfast. Not worried about COVID. So I have been triple vaxxed, and the majority of people here have also had their vaccine. And I also think, I don't know for sure, but I think I have had it. We've always tested negative, but not that that makes it any better. But anywhere where there are restrictions, of course, people do use their masks, and on public transportation, they do make sure that everyone is using their masks. But no, people are, especially because people sort of live outside here. Like, I mean, yes, they have apartments and houses which are gorgeous, but I just want to show you this this cute little plaza across the river here, and the building next to it. Um, yeah, it's the culture here is very much where you sort of live outside. You eat outside. As soon as you wake up in the morning, you open your doors, and it's so hot. If you are keeping the cold inside your apartment, then you open the doors immediately to let some more cold in. And a lot of times people don't even close their windows at night because that's when it finally gets cold and cools off. So that's been very nice. But yes, the flights that I take are often between 5 and 20 euros, so which is about 6 to 22 US dollars. So not very expensive at all. Granted, as I always talk about, you basically get to bring the clothes on your back. But I do have, oh, let me actually show you this. So this is the backpack that I bring with me everywhere. And you can see it's very small. It's a normal little traveling backpack. Scusa. It's a normal little traveling backpack. But I also bring this this what is this rolly thing with me, and it's not attached to the backpack. I basically attach the backpack to it, and this is small enough to where I can actually pick it up. I'm sorry, we will go back to the Arno. I just wanted to show you this. I can actually pick this up and wear it on my back. And for Ryanair or Volotea or any of the other budget airlines, it is small enough to fit under the seat. So no one has any issues with it. So yes, that is how I get away with traveling so cheap. I just have one more pretty thing to show you, which is actually the wall of Pisa. It is not this. It is right around the corner, but this is just a little bit of a teaser. Did anyone know that Pisa actually has an almost entirely intact city wall? Because I definitely did not before I came here. I had no idea that Pisa had a massive city wall that was constructed in 1154 to be precise. There's an airplane taking off right there. Something interesting is that the airport is so close to the city that I can actually walk to the airport tomorrow to get my flight, and it's like a 15-minute walk to the airport. Um, oh, here, okay, let me show you one last beautiful view of the Arno, and then I'm going to show you the city walls, which are fantastic. Oh, look at that sunshine. And then I will bid you farewell. But the construction for the city walls themselves, they began in 1161, and they were for defense. So they did defend this side of the city, and they stretch from the Portello to the Torre dell'Arno. And as you can see, the Arno is in that word. So the Tower of the Arno, Torre dell'Arno. Oh, thank you so much for your donations. Greatly appreciated. And thank you for taking postcards. I'm so tickled that I have 135,000 postcards taken during my 25 tours. I asked my mom, I said, what are you all taking pictures of? She goes, your glasses mostly. I said, all right. If anyone would like another picture of the sunset before I turn, I will do that one more time. But yes, so a lot of the areas of Pisa were protected by natural barriers, but the Arno River was a point of contention because this is where people often would try to come attack the city because parts of the river are so they're so skinny that people could just swim across back in the day. You see it? You see it coming up there hidden in the trees? It is oh so beautiful. Okay, here is our last view of the island. Beautiful. Beautiful. There's actually a 3-kilometer path that leads around the walls, so you actually can walk them, which is so cool. For those of you who came with me to Lugo in Spain, we had a little walking tour of the walls in Lugo, which was so much fun. They were very high. These are not nearly as high here, but actually they are sort of considered a makeshift makeout point. This construction here is actually renovating the walls. So there's a point down here that doesn't have construction on it, but you can see that they continue to keep up the wall here. And here is our last little section I want to show you. Oh, thank you, Bev. Yes, after staying here for a week, I was so excited to see so many other things available in Pisa because, I mean, I am, of course, a tourist going, oh, the Leaning Tower of Pisa, amazing, right? But this is also, I think this is just as cool. I mean, yes, of course, the Leaning Tower is amazing and beautiful. And let me share with you one of the selfies I took after I said goodbye to all of you. I saw a bunch of women doing this, and I thought, what a hilarious idea. If you click on it, you can see it better. But yes, so these walls are 11 meters high. They are, they have public access at 4 different points, and they were constructed until around the late 1200s. I know, Laura, isn't that funny? And actually, let me show you just one more view of these too, because I think these are so pretty. But, oh, also, look, here are people on the Arno. This is a different part of the Arno. Look at that with the plane in the background. Oh, fantastic. Look at people down there with their, here, I'll stop and zoom in. But they're all having their their dinners or relaxing along the river. Oh, how cool is that? What a life, right? We just relax along the riverbed, hang out. I don't know if I'd want to swim in this water, but still beautiful nonetheless. Okay, let's do vertical here. Yes, hard times, right, Laura? And here is one of the towers of the wall. I am not sure how many towers there are, but so far I have only seen one, so this might be the only one. Yes, the nice matching lounge chairs. How funny. Oh, a cute little dog. All right, let's go back. Yes, I've been hearing that in Florida, lounge chairs are getting so expensive that people are actually stealing them from the beaches. You Floridians can speak to that more than I can, but what a situation. I can't imagine that, especially here where they literally just, they take a, a piece of rope and just rope off the entire restaurant and chairs and everything here. So it's more like a do not pass rather than a don't steal the chairs. I'm loving this gorgeous woman ahead of us. Oh, I think she just flashed us all. Sorry, everyone. Yes, I'm loving her with her dog and her beautiful pink dress and pink shoes. It is quite windy though, so goodbye, pretty lady who keeps showing us your tush. All right, so this is the last thing I wanted to show you. This is just one of the pretty views of the wall with this gorgeous arch that goes right over it. And then there's actually a park right across the street here. This is what I was referring to as Makeout Point, because this morning, as I was coming along here, going, oh, beautiful, there were quite a few youngsters doing quite a few things that should not be shown on public television. So that was interesting, to say the least. All right, here is the park here. Oh, thank you, Barbara. Here we go. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Italians love to make out in parks. Yes, they do, Lynn. So hilarious. You guys crack me up. All right, so that brings us to the end of the tour. I will turn this around to say goodbye to you. And actually, for anyone who wants a sweaty selfie, I will smile here. Let's see. Oh, that's cool. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Yay, that was fun. Thank you all so much for coming with me yet again to Italy. This weekend, of course, I'm headed home tomorrow. Very happy. As I showed you my little bag, I don't know how I'm going to get all the stuff that I bought into that little bag, but I will keep you posted. Do follow me. As you all know, I will give a get to know me tour when we have 1,000 followers. Oh, thank you so much for your donations. Greatly appreciated. And then also, when we have 2,000, then I will do some type of an operatic concert to share the music with all of you. I can't do it during the Get to Know Me tour, though, because Valencia has some noise restrictions, and I don't want to get yelled at by my neighbors. Oh, thank you, Marilyn. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, Michelle and Steve. Thank you, Julie. Thank you so much. You have to wear all of you. 12.99 dresses. Yes, I even have some more too, which is, so I think I have one more, which is so much fun. So, okay. Oh, look at this pretty view. Look at that park. That's so nice. So this brings us to the end of the tour, the official end of the tours. I have no more clean clothes. I have a whole lot of leftovers that I'm bringing home to my husband to share the Italian cuisine with him. Oh, y'all, the food is so good here. Oh my goodness. I'm coming back 150 pounds heavier, and I don't even mind. Oh, oh, thank you, Jill. That's so nice. Oh, thank you, Carolyn, for your donations. Greatly appreciated. So hopefully I will see you all on Saturday, where we are headed to the Old Town Valencia, which I know a lot of you have have seen that tour, but if you haven't seen it, definitely come because it's a lot of fun. And actually, there are about 200 people signed up for it. So I'm really excited. So many people want to see it either again or for the first time. And then the following Saturday, we're doing the outside of the bull ring, the Palace of Communications, which is as dramatic as it sounds, and the North Station in Valencia, which is gorgeous. And then also my favorite dessert place because I love food. And then the Saturday after that, I'm doing a new tour, which is called Castle to Castle, and there are two big castle gates in Valencia, and I am taking us from one big castle gate called the Torres de Quart to through Old Town, which is called El Carmen, to the other big castle gate, which is called Torres de Serranos, which is super famous. So I'm excited to share that with all of you. 150 pounds gain, surely a record. Yes, Jill, absolutely. The tours have helped me fall in love with Italy. Oh, Bev, I'm so happy to hear that. So, all right, I will leave you all with this view of the old city wall that is so super cool. Let me show you. Oh, this is so nice. Here we go. Look at this, another city wall gate here. I'm not sure, I don't think you can actually walk on this part of the city wall. The sun is right in our way here, but let's pop around the corner. Here we go. Here is a good view of the city walls. And again, these are about 1,000 years old. That is so cool. And look at how far down they go. Isn't that amazing? About 33 feet. The ones in Lugo were anywhere between 33 and 50 feet. I'm sorry it's so bright. The sun is right behind the wall here. Yeah, isn't this neat? Very cool. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Never thought I would love a wall, or I love that. Mary, thank you so much for your donations. All right, everyone. I will see you on Saturday. Follow me if you have not already, so that way you can be informed of the other tours. In September, I am headed to Germany with my husband to go see the Passion Play in Oberammergau, and I will be bringing you all with me to do some tours around Bavaria as well. So that'll be lots of fun. So do tune in for those. And then there's also a tomato throwing festival in a small city close to Valencia in August. So I'm hoping to get tickets for that as well. You poor people who have come to all three of these tours, you're like, we know. All right, I will leave you with this. Arrivederci. Thank you so much, everyone. I need to go pack my 15 pounds of pizza that I have in the fridge. I can't wait to eat it all at home in my bed where I'm going to stay for the next 5 days. All right, thank you, everyone. See you next time. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for your follows. Oh, if you liked the tour, please leave me a review. If you did not like the tour, my name is Jordan, and I am in North Carolina. Thank you so much, everyone. See you next time. Ciao. Arrivederci. Arrivederci.